This has been my minimalist desk setup for the past year or so. I'm still using the same 2018 iPad Pro, the same Samsung monitor, and the only thing which has changed is the MacBook. I'm using the 14-inch MacBook Pro now instead of the 16-inch. I will talk about that in a separate video. But apart from that, everything else is the same, including the view. This Patagonian mountains, it's still there. So since I made my last video about my setup, I was approached many times by different companies, but I always refused until I saw this product. I think this is the first product, Zero Gravity Monitor Arm from COFO, which I will try to incorporate into my setup. I will disassemble my previous setup and I will unbox and set up this new COFO Zero Gravity Monitor Arm. So it comes in this box, very heavy box, and this is the dual arm model. So there will be two arms, usually for two monitors, but I will be using it this one monitor and iPad. There are some marketing materials inside. This is the Japanese company. They have very high quality products for office and home. There is also a manual, but I don't think we will need it because everything is super easy to set up. So inside the box you will find each of the parts for these arms, and they're all very nicely packaged into plastic, and they are quite heavy and you can feel the premium materials. So let's take out the second part. So these are the upper parts of each arm, and in addition to that we have the box. There's all of the tools you will need to assemble this. Then we have two VESA adapters, which we will attach to our monitors. Then, of course, we have the foundation, the base, which will be attached to our desk. And two more parts. These are the kind of bottom parts of each arm. So to assemble everything, we only need two simple tools provided in the package. So first I will take the base and I will adjust the thickness because I need to be able to put it on my desk, which is quite thick. So after I've done that, I can place it on my table like that, and there is no holes, no damage to the table. I actually like this mechanism a lot, and it is very, very stable. So once we are happy with the placement, we can use the same tool to fix it in place like that. After we've done that, we can take these small parts provided in the package, which will allow us to limit the movement of the arm. We can set it to be 360 degrees or 180. In my case, I will be using 180 degrees, and you just put them inside the base here like that. And the reason why I'm using 180 is because I have a glass there and I don't want these very heavy metal arms to break the glass I have behind the desk there. So after that, we will place the bottom parts of the arms on top of the base, and it's very easy to do. There is no force needed or anything. And to fix them in place, we need to use this second smaller tool and just tighten up these screws here just a little bit. It literally takes about 5 seconds. So after that, we will take the second part of the arm and place it on top like that. And well, you can see I placed it in the middle, but maybe I will move it later to the left. For now, let me also tighten this up a little bit, both of these arms. And let me show you the VESA adapters. So these are the adapters provided, is the arm, and it is actually very stable and it uses this lock-in mechanism. Once you put the adapter on top of this mechanism and switch the button there, it is very securely in place and you can move it around. As you can see, very flexible, and it is not coming off no matter what you do. And by the way, each arm has this regulator, which you can turn to minus or plus depending on how heavy is your monitor. If your monitor is light, turn it to minus. If it is heavy, turn it to plus. Quite simple. In addition to that, each arm has the cable management system built in. There are these plastic panels you can easily remove, and you can place your cables inside the arm and then lock it up using the same piece of plastic. Same goes for the bottom part of the arm. So this is the monitor I'm using. It is Samsung M8 32-inch monitor, and it is the worst monitor I have ever used. I might make a video about it. In any case, it doesn't have the VESA mount adapter, so I have purchased the third-party adapter. After that, I will take the COFO adapter and screw it to this monitor using 4 provided screws. It's very simple and it stays in place very securely. In addition to that, there are 4 other screws which you can adjust to kind of change how easy it is to turn the monitor upside down. For example, if you want to use it vertically. So make sure to check this if your movement is not too smooth. So after we've done that, we can now place our monitor on our arm. And to do that, you can just slide it up from up to bottom like we've done before. And as you can see, this time for me, the monitor goes down directly. And this is because I have put the resistance force to be too low. So we need to turn it towards the plus direction. As you can see now, if I adjust it, now it stays in place finally. And now we can see how smooth and easy it is to place the monitor, turn it around vertically if I want, and put it to the left, right, top or bottom. And this is actually the moment where I realized that I want it to be a little bit on the left side, because I will be using just one monitor and iPad instead of 2 monitors. So it means that in my case, I will need to move it to the left, because if I move it to the center like this, the second arm will be partially behind the monitor, which is not what I want. So what I want to do, I will take the old folio case from Apple, which is in very bad condition, and I want to fix it on the second arm. And because it is magnetic, I will be able to easily attach my iPad when I need, move it around like that. But of course, like I said, I need to move it to the left first, which is exactly what I'm doing here. And once you've done that once, actually adjusting the position is very simple. It takes literally like 30 seconds to do all of that. So I will put these arms back together, and I think this position is perfect. So now I will fix it in place using the same tool. And now I can place my monitor back on one of the arms, and let's see if it is aligning perfectly in the middle. It does exactly that, and I think it looks amazing already. So now we just need to fix the second arm. This is our iPad stand. So this is how my setup looks after I fixed the iPad. As you can see, I can easily move the arm any way I want. So now I just want to make sure that the cables are set up correctly. So I will attach them using the cable management system behind the monitor like that. And that's basically it. This is how this arm will work for me. I can put it up or down, left or right, and it is like flying on top of my desk, which is amazing. And I actually like it even more for the iPad because I can move it close to me when I need. I can take it off when I need. And if I don't need it, I can also put it back and push it away. And everything works amazing with Apple's universal control. So this is my new desk setup. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you in the next video.